a major city, a disruption in power supply is crippling, not to talk about dry taps for months on end. But have you even given a thought to what life would be in a community without any health facilities in case there is an emergency or other basic amenities that make your day easier? GBC 24 has just returned from such a community, Jonman in Ga West. There are about 4,000 people living in this part of Greater Accra, and for an introduction to the community, GBC 24 first knocked on the door of the chief's palace. The name Jonman is coined from Ga, literally Joe's town or the town of John. Once upon a time, in 1645 thereabout, according to oral history, a hunter called John Aite settled near a river. He would clean and wash his game before roasting it. To honor his memory, the name Jonman came about. The Jonman community has about 13 villages: Agbozome, Zongo, Cemetery, Alaji Farm, Adankope, Sohachekope, among others. The people here are mostly fishermen, farmers, or engaged in charcoal production, among other small-scale businesses. Tradition demands that in some circumstances, a visitor must first seek audience with the chief. So, here we are on our way to the palace of Ni Ayala II.
Ma bon shule mone ma ya year 2000 boni wo ye fa gbenu wo chon ke ya shawa break ma ke ya wo gbe eji na gba ke lo le gbe fitie wo nche wo jo okutu shika wo yo to o wo machine ka fu.
Our next stop was Agbozome, one of the oldest villages in the town. This part of the community is said to be the heartbeat of Jonman. Agbozome has the only public school in the community.
Our problem is that when we are learning in the morning, because of the sun affects us, we can't learn. We push our desks to this side before we can sit where the shadow of the roofing sheet is before we learn. At the same time, we lay blocks because there's no too much desks. We lay blocks and sit on it before we write.
All these challenges, he said, how is it affecting your studies?
If this sun shines on us, some of our colleagues can't even learn and they can't even concentrate.
There is no hospital, clinic or CHIPS compound in the community. The nearest health facility is 5 miles away. A pregnant woman, Inshira Danso, tells us how she is able to access antenatal care.
My only one said the only alternative is so you just prepare, say, prepare on
Sachet water is big business in this part of the community. With no tap here, most homes rely on rainwater and harvest it whenever possible. They also use what is known as pure water. Jonman has a population of about 4,000 but has no public place of convenience. This father of 6, Mr. Mauli Ableto, lives in Agbozome.
We use the bush as a place of convenience. This is dangerous for our children because the area is infested with snakes.
The chief of the Ni community, Ni Ayala II, was unhappy about the noise from quarrying activities. GBC 24 came across these electric poles which were erected some years ago but are yet to be connected to the national grid. With a new assembly in place, the people hope that a collaboration with the MP for Amasaman will turn their fortunes around. Jonman has no recreational facilities, so most children play on the roads. GBC 24 found out that Jonman residents are from various regions across the country. We sought to find out from the chief how he's able to maintain the peace among such a multi-ethnic population. On our visit to Jonman, GBC 24 came across a non-profit organization, Lena Children Foundation. It was screening the eyes of children in the community free of charge. We had a quick word with the head of the foundation, Miss Andrea Gamo.
Sponsorship is very difficult. You would wish you could reach like 700 children, but because you have limited funds, you can just reach just a little.
For the people of this community, as they wait for their share of the proverbial national cake, they welcome support from all to help make their community healthy and comfortable. Make a date with us next Saturday when we are scheduled to take you with us on another trip. Thank you for watching. My journey.
A reporter's diary of events from across the country, showing every Saturday night